Good morning, I'm Andrew, the osteopath at Thrive Body Clinic, and this is my first cup of coffee today. So, today is very exciting. In fact, you can probably tell how excited I am because I'm up super early. Well, there was no difficulty rolling out of bed, it was just like, boom, I'm there, which is why I'm here now with 2 minutes to go till 6, because it's new bike day. So I've got to sort out my insurance this morning, and then I'm off to pick up a new bike, which is super exciting. I realised after I finished the live yesterday that I realised that I had completely forgotten to ask if you'd done pancakes on Tuesday. We did have a mix. We did some probably the best attempt yet at some like American style fluffy pancakes. I'd have called them like Scottish pancakes, but I suppose there's a bit of a difference, which were, apologies for the alarm, which were my best attempt yet, and they were really nice. And then later we did some traditional flat big pancakes, which were also pretty good. We'd always done something pancake day here. When the kids were smaller, we used to have like a pancake day party and just invite all their friends to come round, have a house full of children and a production line of pancakes. So we actually got quite a lot of pancake pans. That was fun. I recommend it. And who doesn't love pancakes? It's one day a year. Oh, sorry. I really am excited about the bike. It's just, I don't know. I don't remember going to sleep last night. Where are we going with that? So pancakes, yes. New bike day, yes. I was saying about having a, I'm pointing my ear, eye. This is the eye, yes. 5 years of osteopath school, and I can tell the difference between the eye and the ear. Yes, having a twitch, little tick in the eyelid, and the top culprits generally being tiredness, caffeine, and stress. I don't think I've necessarily addressed the tiredness element. I've had a couple of extra hours, but over the course of a week, as opposed to every day. But cutting my caffeine back to 3 cups does seem to have massively reduced it. So I'll keep that going and see if that's the main thing. I'm sure it's not the only thing. I'm sure the sleep is helping, but definitely knocking the caffeine back so drastically does seem to have done it. I don't think I was drinking a lot either, but when you add in the caffeinated tea and later in the day, probably that's not been great. So, not my first radio. Dropping back to coffee and caffeine as something I've been doing on and off for years. The last socially acceptable habit, isn't it? Right. Have a great day. I hope the weather is better than yesterday. I was going to finish there, I'm not now. The fog in Goring yesterday was absurd. Just to do the school run, people didn't have their lights on. Why would you be driving around in the dark, in daylight, when you can't see more than 100 yards ahead of you, or if that, it wasn't even that much. I couldn't get a picture that showed it clearly. I think the iPhone camera makes everything further away, maybe, and yet if you're stood there, you can't see past that tree or that parked car. And then when I went over to Southwick in the evening, that that was horrible because you couldn't see very far ahead, so it was very slow. Almost enforced a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit, which I think I could definitely get behind. But yeah, that was my new least favourite weather condition to be out in. I would ordinarily say running was number one, but thick fog, if you're in a vehicle, that's the worst. Anyway, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.